Park Brighton Granvilles. Of course I'm all right. You've only been gone 10 minutes. Where are you speaking from? Oh, I see. Does he know you're in his study using the telephone while he's out there preaching? Look, go back to the chapel. And don't forget to leave the money for the call. You what? The telephone's bright red? Hey, maybe you got on the hotline. I should get off before we hear another voice on the line. Look, I keep telling you I'm all right. Oh, yes, we had a nice lot of customers in all in one go. Yeah, a bus just came through the wall. No. We've nearly got the fire under control. It's all right, don't start stuttering. I'm only pulling your leg. That's a nice thing to say over a chapel telephone.
Your boss is away on business for the day. Do you A, take an extended lunch hour in the pub? I certainly would if I could get away with it. B, do some work in the morning, then spend the rest of the day surfing the net. C, knuckle down for the full 8 hours. You've got a lot of work to do. OK, Simon and Wendy, here are your 3 celebrities. Roland Rivron, Linda Barker, Kelly Holmes. And all you have to do is guess what each celebrity said based on what you know of them. And in this round, there are 2 points on offer for each correct answer. Well, I think it's C all the way with those 3, but there you go. Yeah.
Do you really?
So. I really do, yeah.
Now, Roland surprised me today, actually, because, you know, he said he's works from home.
Yes.
OK, so I'll be with you there.
Yep.
OK.
So, yep.
OK, so I'll have Roland's a C. Linda, though, I don't know.
You think Linda might sneak off to the pub?
Yeah. Or do a bit of work and, you know, slack off after lunch.
I think Kelly's a C more than Linda.
OK, you know, you stick your neck out, you know, fair enough. All right.
So what have you chosen?
Roland Rivron, C. Linda Barker, B. Kelly Holmes, C.
Let's see if they're right.
Show me anyone who won't jump at the chance of an extended hour in a pub at lunchtime. A.
I would have an extended lunchtime, definitely. It's A.
I like being the boss, but if I did have one and they were away, I would take an extended lunch break, for sure. A.
So, Wendy and Simon, you got none right, giving you no points, giving you nothing. Right, Alid and Anthea, to illustrate your question, here's a star of Doctor Who, the very tasty David Tennant, appearing on Ready, Steady, Cook. Dalek bread, anyone?
There you go. Oh, right, my man. Oh, now, what have you got here? Are you a bit of a chicken fan, then?
Well, yeah, chicken's good, isn't it? You can do stuff with chicken. You can't go wrong with a frozen pea, I think. I feel in life. Rice, I never know what to do with, so I brought some of that. And fan of chorizo.
Yeah.
But I've only ever had it out. I've never had it at home, so I thought I'd bring about that.
I see, you normally go to restaurants to eat it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
How much did you spend there, David?
£5 and 6p. You owe me 6p.
What do you think, sir?
That looks good to me, yeah. Lovely stuff there.
Do you appreciate your ingredients?
How sad is that? I can only apologise. I'm very sorry.
You return home hungry after a long day at work. Do you A, stick a ready meal in the microwave, B, add a few fresh ingredients to some leftovers, C, make a dish from scratch? It doesn't take that long. Alid and Anthea, here are your 3 celebrities. John McCririck, Vanessa Feltz and Dickie Bird again. So all you have to do is tell me what all 3 of these celebrities will say from what you know of them.
I think John McCririck would stick a ready meal in the microwave,
I don't think you'd even go that far.
No?
A,
right,
John McCririck.
Yep.
Now, Vanessa can cook.
Yeah, she can.
You know,
and also, she's kind of always conscious about her weight and stuff, so she probably wouldn't go for a ready meal, would she? She'd want to know exactly what the ingredients are. I reckon she'd make a dish from scratch.
Dickie Bird? No. What do we know about Dickie? We don't know.
I think it'd be leftovers, don't you? Doesn't want to waste anything.
I don't think he'd do microwaves, really, would he?
OK. John McCririck, A. Vanessa Feltz, C. Dickie Bird, B.
Let's have a look.
I don't know where the kitchen is in our own home, but I suppose of all the options, A.
I know my answer ought to be C, but I fear that my answer really is B. I've been intimidated by Jamie Oliver, but not that intimidated, so I'd add a few ingredients to last night's leftovers.
I wouldn't do anything in the microwave. I'd go for simple things like oily fish, so it's C.
There we are. So you've got one right, giving you 2 points, taking you up to 4. Time for the very last question of the show. We asked all of today's stars on screen every one of the last 10 questions. So for 2 points, can any of you identify today's least motivated celebrity?
Least motivated. OK. Dickie Bird.
Aled and Anthea, who would you choose?
We're not going to deliberate on this.
No, it's John McCrick.
Yeah.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Yourself, Simon.
So that leaves us with Simon and Wendy with nil points. Aled and Anthea, 6 points. Well ahead on that. And just in case you were curious, the most motivated of today's celebrities was Dickie Bird. Well done, Simon and Wendy. That's all the questions are over with. So how motivated is everyone here, and also you at home? Here are the results. If you're mostly A, like Simon and like me, it says here, you lazy bows. You prefer to follow the easiest possible path available rather than chart your own course and strive for success. Oh dear.
Yes, I am particularly demotivated.
Right, mostly B, you're happy coasting along in the middle lane of the motivational motorway of life. You have put your foot comfortably on the pedal but don't want to put in more effort than you have to. I think that's a bit more like me, actually. Mostly C's, Aled, Anthea and Wendy. You're a real self-starter. You are driven to achieve success and will do whatever's necessary to get there. Your energy is boundless. Which brings us to the end of another edition of What Are You Like? Just time to thank the teams, Aled Jones and Anthea Turner, Simon O'Brien and Wendy Peters. That's the ones with nothing. So we'll see you next time when What Are You Like will again be revealing what you are like.
A team called the Masterminders sound like serious contenders to beat the Eggheads. See how they get on tonight at 6. Next on BBC Two, we head to Birmingham for the latest from the Conservative Party conference.